morning, everybody. Welcome to our little extended chat with Jamie Pollard this morning. Thanks again for joining me this morning. It's a lot of fun.
No, it's as I said earlier, it was a good excuse to be able to get up and go to the Grove this morning for breakfast.
That sounds really good to me, honestly.
Pancakes, I'm looking forward to it.
Pancakes, oh, absolutely. Now, it's an exciting season for Iowa State football. You know, the ups and downs as usual, but what are your thoughts on the season so far?
Well, you know, this was a highly anticipated season. You know, there's still a lot to be played out, and I know for some fans, the fact that we're 5-3 right now is, you know, not what they had hoped. But there's still some big games ahead of us, and you know we can still get to the Big 12 championship. So it starts tomorrow night.
Yes, I was just going to talk about that. You know, tomorrow night, big game against Texas. What are your thoughts in terms of the game? What needs to happen to be successful?
Well, I'll start by just saying, you know, a big part of the game is our fans. And so tomorrow's going to be an awesome day with a night game and great weather in the fall. So they'll be tailgating galore out here tomorrow, I'm sure. And then, you know, Texas is always a big game, but this year it's a little extra special. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure the crowd will be a little wound up for tomorrow night. And it's a big game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking 60s in the afternoon, sunshine, light winds. I mean, you really cannot ask for more.
No, I mean, if you were circling that game at the beginning of the year, you would have probably not counted on it being like this. So yeah. We're blessed that it's going to be that way.
Yeah, I'll still be bringing my jacket just because it'll be getting a little dark and chilly, but it's looking like a great game for sure.
Well, we're going to have fireworks too, so your forecast with low winds is actually really good.
Oh, perfect. I love fireworks too, so that'll be a great addition to the game. Now, Matt Campbell has really changed Iowa State football's program for the better, really, over the last few years. So what do you think his lasting impact is going to be, you know, in the coming years and then eventually long into the future?
Well, we hope it is long into the future for a really long-lasting impact. But, I mean, I what he's done in his 5 years here has been remarkable because he's taken the tools that he was given coming in because, you know, our fans have supported this place for a long time. But he's shown them hope of winning, you know, to get to the Big 12 championship game last year, to play in the Fiesta Bowl. He's achieved, and the team has achieved, things that a lot of our fans have waited years, sometimes lifetime, to see. Yeah. And so that's been really neat.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think the biggest challenge overall in college athletics as an athletic director is right now?
Oh gosh, pick your battle. I mean, there's a ton of them. You know, we're going through a changing landscape of just you know, athletes' rights and you know, where the money is and what it's spent on, and you know, there's just a lot of moving parts right now. And then on top of it, you know, no pun intended, but there's a lot of moving parts among conferences. Yes. And so there's just it's a challenging time. Probably there's more in the hopper today than there's ever been in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What do you see as the future of Iowa State athletics?
The future of our athletics program is incredibly bright. You know, the solidification of the Big 12 with the adding the 4 new members was really big. You know, we've just topped off a big part of the facility renovations with football, but you know, we're spending a lot of time working on what we're calling Cy-Town, which is the multi-use entertainment district to the north of here, but looking back at Hilton. And you know, to me, over the next 5 years, that'll be the biggest thing we'll work on.
Yeah, for sure. What do you hope to be your legacy as athletic director here at Iowa State in your long tenure here? What do you hope to be?
Well, you know, I mean, that's a tougher question for me to ask. That's probably something somebody else should judge because it's a little self-serving. Yeah. You know, for me, I just like to get up every day trying to, you know, make the day better. And it's been fun to work with our fans and the staff we have. And I just hope that, you know, when my day finally comes to an end, and I hope it's not anytime soon, that I've left it in a better place than I inherited.
Absolutely. I got a couple weather questions for you.
Absolutely.
So, what would you say is the craziest weather day at an athletic event in your entire time here at Iowa State? What's been the craziest day?
Well, it has to be the Colorado game back in 2005 when the tornadoes hit. Yes. You know, and like minutes before the start of the game, we had to evacuate the stadium and get everybody into cover. And unfortunately, tornadoes did touch down in Ames that day, but fortunately not here. Yeah. So that was probably the wildest. And then I've been involved in a couple of the Iowa game where we had the rainstorms, where we had like 3 delays and the game went on for like 9 hours.
Yes, I was there at that one. That was a pretty crazy thing to cover. Yeah, that was a long day. You had college game day in the morning and then everyone's standing out there. And We got very wet out there, that's for sure.
But that Colorado game, because we are the Cyclones. And,
Yes.
As a cyclone blew into town, the sirens were going off, and
like,
it was
wait,
crazy.
is this part of the game or is this an actual thing? Like,
Correct.
We're not even sure. Last question for you. What is your perfect weather day? If you got to choose, what would the perfect weather day be?
Oh, the perfect weather day for me is no wind, and low humidity, but sunshine, and probably mid-80s.
Mid-80s. Okay, so you're a little bit of a warmer guy.
I like it warmer, but I don't like the humidity and not wind. I'm a big go out on the boat on the lake.
Okay.
And so keeping the winds down is nice, but warm enough that you want to get in the water.
Yep. In Iowa, you get maybe like 2 of those days per year.
I know. Very few of those, but they're special when they happen.
Oh, absolutely. It makes it more special, right?
Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was really an honor to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for including me.
Awesome. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.